Welcome to the Chwang Vibes, your leisurely small talks with Tiffany Wang and Henry Chang. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, and WTB Radio.
Oh yeah, yay!
I'm so excited about this.
Really, I think you're kind of lying.
Well, we forgot to talk about this last week, but
we talked about it the week before, but we didn't talk about it last week. So,
well, you briefly mentioned this in the teaser, like 2 weeks ago, when you couldn't make it to the show because of some kind of injury, you know.
Okay. But
we have a radio show associated with WTBU Radio, the beat of Boston University.
The beat of Boston University.
Yeah,
you can catch us at 89.3 FM or 640 AM.
Video Cable Channel 6. The student-run radio station. But we are also going to have our podcast on WTBU's website starting last week.
Starting last week. Yeah. Mucho excitioto.
So you guys can check that out too.
Yeah. I mean, for us, we're already DJs for the, some of us are DJs. Some of us don't even have their names on the board.
I wrote his name with Sharpies. Actually, I was going to bring Sharpies, but I couldn't find anyone. I mean, so I just picked one from the whiteboard.
Yeah, that didn't hurt at all. So yeah, we already have a show on WTBU called Spill the KT, where we talk a lot about Korean music and drama and K-pop and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But we finally got our podcast affiliated with WTBU, so that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And I think the best part is for our radio show. This week we actually got an email.
Oh yeah.
From someone that we have a trainee who plans on joining us for our radio show.
They're actually hilarious. Called DJIT, you know,
DJ in training.
Yeah.
The stupidest name possible.
I know. They were called interns last year, and then they decided to make it sound more professional. So they came up with this really original name that no one understands, but since we're in the K-pop world, we're gonna call our DJIT a trainee.
Oh, that's why you called her a trainee.
Yeah.
I was fooled. Oh my god. I thought it was actually called trainees. No. I'm so stupid. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's hilarious because we don't know what we're doing, so how are we going to teach anyone?
Yeah, and also her name is fully Korean.
Taeyong.
Yeah, so I think she probably knows more than any one of the hosts.
No, probably not. But, we'll see. At least she may understand some of the words I say.
Eddie?
Yeah, Eddie. We had a miscommunication yesterday on our radio show. Not really a miscommunication, more like she just can't listen to anything. It's totally fine. I have no problem. But Tiff, I know it's been 1 day since I've last talked to you. 1 day too short.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. How has your week been?
Oh, I'm actually very happy today. I know you don't like me to say that.
I didn't say anything. How did you know though?
You were rolling your eyes. But I'm really happy because I went swimming today. I wasn't going to go because I thought it's, the, most risky activity possible. But then I looked on CDC and MIT's websites, and they're all saying transmission through water is basically impossible. So I just
That is very true. That seems kind of hard. If you're COVID and you're just oh, I'm drowning. Sorry, you kind of bleep that out.
It just oh yeah. Tune it out.
Oh, bleep.
Well, but aren't you just, exchanging water droplets from your body to...
I'm not swimming. Sure you are. I'm sure you have 30 people's human water droplets in your body right now. I don't know.
But it felt really refreshing and nice.
I'm sure it did. Yeah.
So how's your not so exciting day?
I was pretty productive actually. Did a lot of work.
Why is that?
Why is that? That's a great question. Why?
Wait, actually that might be the norm.
No. Hold on, it's not. This weekend I have a lot of midterms, as many college students such as you guys may have, if you are a college student, and during the life of COVID, a lot of them are take home. So during the weekend you take it and you submit it by Monday. Mm-hmm. It seems like my good friend Tiff here doesn't have those. It's really weird. It's almost strange because I got a text from Tiff saying, hey, we're gonna go watch a movie on Saturday called Nomadland or Nomadland.
Nomadland, the Golden Globe Best Film.
Yeah, that's great. The Golden Globe Best Film. Well, you know what's also the Golden Globe? The fact that I need to finish my midterms is a Golden Globe. You think about that? So, I didn't really get a choice. It did, the way she phrased it was a question, but the way she said it was a statement. We are going.
What?
It should have been a question, but it was more of like a period. And so I was like, uh-oh. So now in preparation, I have to do all of my work before that day.
Isn't that a good thing I'm making you do?
No, I like procrastinating.
Well, that's a bad habit.
It's not even procrastinating. They're not even assigned. I don't have them yet.
Me either, actually.
Oh yeah. So that's been really fun. But other than that, just been a pretty chill week. Much better than last week, and I'm kind of ready to get the show on the road, as they say in Texas.
In Texas?
The show rodeo on the show. Yeah, I got no clue, man. Yeah.
But today we are gonna talk about another interesting topic. But
They're always interesting.
But just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Which is why I'm in my pajamas again.
She texts me, "Wait, you're coming?" I'm like, "Yes." "Oh, I was just sleeping. I'm so sorry. What? Where am I?" Like, what is going on here? It's crazy. When someone comes onto her show, she's all prepared. She has makeup on. I mean, she's wearing something good enough to go to like the White House. And then when I'm here, she's like, "I just rolled out of bed. Oh my god. Oh, good morning." And
yeah,
then,
good morning.
Yeah,
You should be glad I got up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But that is my life.
No, that's not your life. That is my life.
That is our life away from family, friends, hope, love, and life. Yeah, that is our topic of today.
So in case you didn't hear what she said during her midst of laughter, our topic is life away from family / childhood friends. And then I added /hope / love / life. Because I felt like that was really applicable for one of us here, especially the love. But before we get into that, we're going to take a quick 2-second break, as we always do, and we'll see you guys in half a second. Welcome back, guys. It's been half a second for you, but it's been 3 hours for us. I had a nice cappuccino and McDonald's, because I am a fat piece of... Anyways, I'm just joking. It's been like 5 seconds for us too.
Yeah.
But as we said before, our topic is going to be life away from family / childhood friends, and if you really want to add it, the hope, life, and love, right? And Tiffany came to me last night saying, "I got no ideas for today, but well, I kind of have one."
No, I have an idea, and he rejected it.
What was your idea?
The writing class.
Oh yeah, you wanted to rant about your class. I forgot. Thank God I rejected it. Good job, past me.
But this topic can be divided into 4 sections.
I can see. They can't. I can.
They are before coming to college, in a college dorm, COVID summer, off-campus apartment.
All right, so we're gonna start in COVID summer and then go straight to the dorm.
What?
All right. Well, I'm guessing you mean to start from before coming to college.
And what's your expectations and imagination?
My imaginations? I was expecting like cooler friends. That's for All right. Well, how about you take it, because it's a topic you're super passionate about. You talk about it all the time. It's really cringe. I mean, maybe this will be the last time we talk about
I
it.
like your introduction to this.
Yeah.
I've never talked about this.
I know.
Well, I actually didn't expect it to be too different, because I was already living away from my family during high school, although in a host family. So technically, I still felt that there's some kind of like guardian, like there are guardians around me.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay.
Wait, that had nothing to do with that. My bad.
But like when I came to college, I felt so much more freer, like absolutely.
Fear or free?
Freer.
Oh. I was gonna say, why did you feel fear?
Freer.
Scary.
Freer. Definitely, but
What about the fear? Actually, was there fear?
Fear.
Do you have any fears?
I was actually all excited because I got so bored with senior year.
Oh.
Like the flight back to America for my senior year, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to board that flight because I was just so bored with senior year. I'm like so over high school, and when it's
Are you
finally
just like too old for it? Like it was so like last year.
yeah, because
You
I've been
grown woman now.
I've been having the same classes for 4 years, which is a lot.
So I'm gonna send this to your singing teacher. I hope you don't mind. He was the guy that you did a duet with, I believe.
Yeah, but he doesn't teach at my high school after my first year.
Oh, damn it. All right, continue. You've slipped away from that one. Very well done.
So I was all excitement coming to college.
Yeah.
And I loved my dorm actually. I had a great view, unlike yours.
Okay, that was not necessary in the slightest. Well, before coming to college for me, I did not live with my parents ever.
Oh, that's surprising.
Why is that surprising?
I thought you lived in the woods every night by yourself.
Okay, I am not an animal. Thank you very much. I am a gentleman. Gentleman. And
A grown woman.
a grown woman as many as God, you're not. And yeah, I mean, I think through my entire childhood, my parents maybe left my sister and I like once for 2 days, max.
What?
I don't think there was a lot of trust.
There was.
It was just I had so many friends. I partied so often.
Are you serious
Woo!
about the? I mean,
Woo!
I'm not listening to the last part, but like, are you serious about the first part that your parents are always there?
Yeah, because they had nothing else to do. I mean, listen. Their lives are pretty boring. So are mine. So, I
don't know how to feel listening to this.
It's just, well, I'm a very I don't like to move.
Boring person.
No, I'm a very interesting person. Don't get me wrong. But have you ever seen those commercials where it's like the whiskey commercial and he's like the most interesting man in the world?
Is the whiskey?
Anyways, I always felt like I was basically more interesting than that guy.
Yeah.
But like 10 times easily. But anyways, as I was saying, I never had any experiences living by myself. But I knew I was gonna be completely fine because I'm a pretty self-dependent person. I don't need nobody to tell me what to do. I'm sorry. And yeah, so those are my expectations before coming to college. In my dorm, I think I didn't realize
How many troubles you're gonna get in?
So, no. That too. I actually didn't realize that either. But I didn't realize I hate humans, man. I hate them. I just love silence. It's something I really missed. Even now, there's so many cars driving by. I'm just like, damn, I really like silence. So back in my old house, I had a clock. Similar to the clock behind us. Right, it's a big clock that would tick tock, and I got so pissed off because it would ruin my silence. I think one night I just like punched it, and then it kept tick tocking. I thought it's indestructible, and I punched it again, and then it broke. Yeah. So, anyways, I really valued silence. I didn't realize this until I went to college because it's never silent. Like, there's always someone breathing. I mean, they shouldn't stop breathing, but that would have been cool, There's always people like next door that are making noise, people above walking or below. It's just like not quality, just alone time because it feels like there's always someone around you. But yeah, that was me during my dorm life. What are you looking at?
Giving you silence.
Oh, I see. That was awkward.
Well, you live in
No.
California, but
I have lived in California, yes.
you are not used to the creaking and like thin floors of New England houses.
Yeah, it's weird. Like now I'm completely fine. Actually, I like the white noise more than just pure silence. But back then it was hard to adjust. Yeah.
Well, the two girls next door to my dorm partied every night at 1. So That was a
We
little
like
hard.
to party. That's probably the thing.
And they invite guys from the other end of the hall to their dorm
So you're
to
just
party.
jealous, man. This is why. I swear to God. Tiff, you could have been doing the same thing and you would have been so happy. But instead, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna like watch videos of Baekhyun instead. Like, you know, screw making friends. I like making lovey-dovey faces at K-pop boys. Oh my God. True. Yay or nay?
I made friends.
Oh. You said that like you didn't believe it.
I suspect it, but so that was the noise part that I was talking about.
Sorry.
But that was fine. Like I didn't feel living by myself when I was living in the dorm somehow.
You didn't feel like you were by yourself?
No, like there's this feeling of like loneliness when you live by yourself. You see this empty apartment, this empty space, and it's just you. And I didn't feel that in the dorm. Probably because there are so many people around me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I think I felt homesickness in 2 ways. Okay.
Oh, I thought in 2 weeks. I was
Two-
like, that's
two
quick.
ways, 2 ways. One was when the weather started getting worse. Right. I was not expecting it to get dark at 3 p.m.
Oh yeah, that can be depressing.
Yeah,
That
is depressing.
That was depressing for me this year. Like I didn't notice how soon it got dark last year.
Yeah.
But this year I'm inside all the time. When it gets dark outside so quickly, I only get like 2 hours of daytime.
Yeah, and it's just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah.
I think the way that I kind of changed around that is like you have to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier, and then
That's
you get
not
more
what you
daylight.
did.
Well, that's what I did this year. I definitely didn't do that freshman year.
Yeah.
And then the second thing was food, right? Because
What from California do you miss?
my mom's food.
Oh.
Like I will. I have I think a big thing about when you live away from your family that not a lot of people remember is you have to feed yourself. And for me, that's surprisingly hard because I don't have the impulse to get hungry per se. I eat because food will be in front of me.
That's surprising. You're always asking me to.
Well, I know it's
Like,
to
what-
socialize and stuff, but you know, like I don't finish everything, right?
But I sincerely wanted to go eat.
Yeah, that's on you.
And you just wanted to socialize.
Yeah, I'm there for the social. I'm not there for the food.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think a big thing for me was almost dieting, like having a stricter routine, because I always had it so that like in the morning when I wake up, I go downstairs and I have cereal, and then my mom will make lunch and dinner, and it'll just be there. It's just like super easy and privileged. But then coming to college, you have so much going on your plate, and you're not hungry like me.
Wait,
And
don't you
then-
go to school and have lunch at school?
Yeah, when there's a designated time for lunch and you have a lunch given to you, you know, it's like, well, what else am I gonna do? Not eat lunch?
Okay.
You know? But there is no designated time for lunch, right? Classes don't revolve around your lunch. Classes will go through your lunchtime, whatever, right? And so it's like finding time throughout the day where you can eat. And I would rather just not eat. I didn't really feel anything. But I did feel like I was not as energetic.
Less energetic.
And I'm, frankly, I'm just a lighter human.
So you lost weight?
Oh yeah, I lost weight.
Did you gain it back?
Well, I think after I realized that I have to start eating like a madman, that I gained
Okay.
more weight than I was originally, right? But yeah, I think that was a big thing about living away from my family was the food.
Well, on the food topic, I think I've just learned to love everything. So, when I first landed in America,
Sorry, do you mean love all foods?
yes, love all food.
I thought you were talking about something else. My bad, man.
That's you're bringing something into the conversation. But when I first landed in America for high school, like at the airport, I went to get this sandwich from Subway. I used to love Subway in China.
I hate Subway
And
here.
I saw Subway in America, so I went to get this tuna thing, and it was just disgusting.
Yeah, and it doesn't get better anywhere else.
And it got worse. The more I stayed in America, I realized like nothing tastes good, except the desserts, which is like all I eat.
What about pizza?
They don't even make as good pizza here.
That's not true.
Yes, so in China, They have, you know, like crawfish on pizza. They even
Okay.
make like all
So you're
those.
gonna take that over a New York slice of pizza?
I mean, if you're speaking to the me now, I wouldn't say that
Ah,
because I've learned to.
So you were
love
accustomed to eating
everything.
crawfish pizza.
Yeah, and like
I
all
see.
and all these like interesting pieces with the like this huge ball of like cheese on the side of the pizza.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
It tastes so good.
Well,
like,
I'm sure
like
that one bite does, but what about the rest of the bites?
the rest of the bites are just like regular pizza, but it's like connected to a ball of cheese. So like you're holding the cheese, and when you finish the pizza, you get to the cheesy part.
This is harder than any class I've ever. I'm so confused.
I better not be a teacher.
Yeah, what?
Anyway, like I just really missed the food in the first several months, and then I just learned to like everything, the American Chinese food.
Really?
Like yeah,
How?
because that's all they have in Hartford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
And when I was there weren't any bubble tea stores there, and when I graduated, there were like several. So it's amazing how that changed. But I've also grown to like salads because I think that's the one thing that tastes good in America. Like
No,
out
it
of
doesn't.
all American food, that's what tastes best. That's miserable, but
You're so funny.
oh, actually, that is what tastes good in my school's dining hall.
Salads.
Yeah, because you get to make salads yourself, and you just combine things together, which is so much better than the like bland steamed vegetable. It's like watery and soft and doesn't have any flavor. And I don't really like meat, so like I like fried chicken and stuff like that, but I like in general I don't
sorry,
really
guys.
like meat.
I apologize for the notification. I'm very popular. Keep going
Yeah.
about the meat.
So
It sounds like you like the tasty meats.
yeah.
Fried,
Hmm.
butter, and more fried. I don't blame you.
I mean, like
I'm like you too.
like barbecue, like Korean barbecue meat, like that I love. But
It's like, what about an American steak?
the American meat, like it has some seasoning on the outside, but it's like white on the inside.
White on the inside.
That suddenly sounded philosophical.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to quote you on that one later.
But yeah, and interestingly, I gained weight because all I had was like snacks and sweets, and I didn't have real food. When I
Nice.
have real food, I like stay like within a weight range, but when I don't,
Actually, I have a question because I never really asked you this.
how much do I weigh?
That's not what I was gonna ask you. How do you diet? I know you told me that you've dieted before. What do you do if you don't like the food?
Well, I just try to cut down the carbs, and then like exercise
Okay.
a little bit.
A little bit, like get out of bed,
Yeah.
walk to the fridge,
Mhm.
walk back.
And just eat less in general. Don't order deliveries
That's
during
brutal.
COVID time.
I do that all the time.
Hey, do you like our new appearance?
You guys might notice. Well,
That we
We're
have
not here.
disappeared into the thin air.
we're gone. Blame Tiffany for that one.
I'm sorry that this happened again.
Yeah, something with our camera keeps going off, but I think we have a couple minutes of video, so we'll use that for the beginning, and then we'll have a nice little picture of something, maybe a potato, for the rest of the video.
Oh, the cucumber, the dill.
This will make compressing the video a lot easier because it's just going to be 90% a potato and 10% us.
That's great.
Yay.
For me.
Yay.
I don't have to spend 7 hours like editing.
Yay.
But
Yay.
on our last
Yay.
note,
Yay.
we can now
Yay.
shut up. Go
Where
into
can you go? Oh,
COVID.
COVID.
Hmm.
COVID.
So
Now that the camera's off, I can do whatever the hell I want.
I was doing whatever I wanted before.
I'm gonna stretch, crack my back. Oh! Okay, we're good. Sorry for that big old grunt. Yeah. So COVID. I mean, during the summertime, I went back to California. I just left my parents again.
I guess you're glad because you missed the food.
I did miss the food, but what I did miss was not leaving my room for literally just 4 months straight.
Oh, what you didn't miss?
Yeah, I didn't miss that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know for you were in a very interesting situation. I remember you telling me you were trying to get flights back to China, and how you had tickets back to China, and then 10 minutes before the flight it cancels, and then you do it again.
I'm surprised that I even told you all that because I was so frustrated then. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I'm glad that I even mentioned this to you.
So what does that mean about me? It means that you vent to me, and I'm merely just here for you to vent. Yeah, this is true.
It's a good position to be in.
No, not really. No,
but
I'd rather someone else do it.
But my freshman. Well, that wouldn't do something good to the relationship, would it? Complaining to your partner.
Could be. Why don't you try it?
Anyways, my freshman year was really happy. So much happier than all my high school years.
Oh, I remember you would go out all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. She would be with
all
friends.
All the time.
Yeah, that. She'd be with friends. Oh. Can you sing it when I cue you, man?
No.
Whatever. All the time. That's what she's trying to say.
Oh, I didn't know what the cue's for. I saw the cue.
Yeah, she was so busy because she had, schoolwork, nada. Friends, a lotta. And Uniqlo, always there. Trust me, if Uniqlo was on a sale, it could be a 1% sale, and she was there for hours, taking photos, posing. She thought it was. I'm pretty sure you think Uniqlo is your own runway.
Well, I'm really familiar with the designer.
I'm sure you are.
Who are listening to this show?
Really?
Yeah, like your Elan.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I see you always getting desserts with your friends, driving with your friends.
Yeah, I almost got desserts every day at midnight.
That's absurd. Now if you think about it, it didn't seem absurd at the time.
Yeah.
But nowadays that seems crazy. Imagine seeing your friends every day.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane. But obviously COVID happened, and a lot of your friends went back to China.
I mean, probably 99.796%.
I think you're exaggerating. That means you have a ridiculous amount of friends.
Yes, that's true.
Oh.
I actually had 0 friends on campus at the end of the semester. So I was really actually just by myself. It's not like I don't see them because of COVID. It's because all of them went back to China.
Yeah, and California. One of them went to California.
Oh,
yeah, don't forget.
They all went back to China.
I didn't go to China. You're right. Yeah.
So, I enjoyed freshman year so much. Before COVID hit, I was always saying, "Oh my God, this is gonna end. Spring semester is going to end. I don't want this to end." And then it ended so much earlier than I wanted, and so sudden. Just all of a sudden, everything's stopped.
Yeah.
Which is really hard for me because if that were in high school, that couldn't be fine because, the COVID life is my life in high school. So.
You've been living like this for 4 years?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to come to a big school in big city.
What?
So that was hard to adapt when I had a really busy and noisy freshman year. Especially during summer. I've never been in America during summer. And
I want to be in America. Sorry.
But I was here during summer because I couldn't go back. And then I actually got a ticket that I was supposed to go back in June. But then I just figured I probably shouldn't bother because I can't.
Back would be
because I can't come back in September. So I just stayed in a city that I had just moved to by myself in an apartment, not near any grocery stores, but near an exit to a highway, and I had
near to a Netflix, apparently.
That's true.
Very true.
I watched so many shows. Then like 4 years of high school. Anyways, but I lived in that apartment by myself for 4 months without seeing anyone.
Probably smelled. My God.
And my mom really worried about me.
Oh, sure.
But I actually find ways to enjoy the alone time by, you know, waking up at sunset and, you know, cooking something for 3 hours and then watching some TV shows and go to bed, but I couldn't sleep for 4 or 5 hours. Wake up when the first streak of light comes in, and
You're
then
like a stay-at-home parent in the form of a 20-year-old.
And writing a diary, and then go to bed at 7, and then waking up at sunset again. So
Wait, really? I did not know that you woke up and went to bed so early.
Really?
Okay. Okay, talk with me with that sass one more time.
Well, I think I was living in California time.
You understand California's 3 hours ahead, so you would be going to bed at 4 p.m., not 7.
You know, you're not the smartest.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm not the smartest. Next time, I won't say my opinion. Actually, it's not even an opinion. It's a fact. I won't say the fact. But yeah, I called you a couple times during the summer. See how you're doing.
You did?
Yeah. Wow. Yes, I did. And it seemed like you, how do I say this? Embraced the hermit life.
So well.
Yeah, really well. Surprisingly well. I'd see you, because we would sometimes Snapchat each other. I'd see a new Netflix show every day. And I'd be like, I'm pretty sure that Netflix show had 8 seasons, 30 episodes each season, and she just finished that whole thing. How is that possible? Yeah. But
I actually learned to enjoy watching shows every day.
That's impressive.
Why? That's your life now.
I don't watch shows.
You don't watch shows?
No, I don't like to watch TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only watch TV.
I think you watched a lot of shows during the first half of this year, and then you just dropped.
I watch K-dramas.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the apartment sometimes feels really empty. Like if you live in a small space, it's like relatively fine.
Yeah.
But I moved to my friend's apartment, which is like 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
Were they there?
No, it was just me. She went back to Canada. So it was just me in her apartment, which is like...
Was her dog there?
No, the dog didn't come until September.
Oh, was it just created in September? My God.
But I've never been in a large space other than my bedroom, you know, like smaller bedrooms, by myself.
That is so boring. You don't even play video games. I don't know how you've survived.
I don't play video games.
I mean, I would be completely fine.
When I was in high school, my mom traveled to Tibet with her friends and left me at home. And that was the first time I felt like emptiness in the house. Not in me, but like in the house. Okay. And I watched Vampire Diaries every night.
That's actually hilarious.
I had the same feeling of emptiness in the space, which like scared me a little bit during the like first month of my hermit life. But then
your hermit life. I see you're embracing it now.
Yeah, but then I grew accustomed to it and I enjoyed myself.
And now you just hate humans. I saw you were walking down the street and someone walked past us and she screeched at him, like bearing fangs and everything. I said, Tiffany, calm down. It's just another human. And she said, I don't know who that is. Stranger danger. And I was like, Tiff, it's gonna be okay.
Good actor.
Yeah, thanks.
Applause.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, before, I think in freshman year, I was definitely even more outgoing than I am right now. I would reach out to friends, like a lot. But now, I don't reach out to anyone.
You reached out once?
Where?
To go to Nomad Land.
But, you know, to strangers, I used...
Oh, strangers.
Strangers like students.
So would you be the person that would go up to someone at a dining hall and be like, hey, let's go
Yes.
hang out?
Yes, that's what I did.
I don't know how I'm friends with you. My God, you. That's cringe.
Like, I didn't do that, but
Hey,
like similar.
You're cute. Let's hang out.
No, that's not what I did. But I told you, like, there was
Yeah, I remember
those
that.
3 girls, and I just went to sit down at their table.
And they're probably like, what a weirdo.
Well, they can say that to me because they like BTS.
Wow. Wait, and you were friends with them?
No, we were acquaintances.
I see. I was
Yeah.
gonna say that takes a lot of courage for someone of an EXO fan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean,
think-
obviously your situation was really different.
Mm-hmm. That really changed me, is all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
It sounds extremely boring. I'll be honest. I think a big reason why I was completely fine was because I had work from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah, I heard about your internship.
Yeah, and there's just not really much time to just. I think you feel the boredom when you don't have anything to do and you're just sitting on the couch or on your bed and you just not doing anything productive. But when you have like an agenda, that really helps.
Mm-hmm.
You know, staying on top of things and feeling like you're at least doing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the times that I felt it the most was during the semester, like the second semester of freshman year, when I was at home, but I still had classes, because my classes we've done pretty early, given the fact that it was like I start classes at 5 a.m.
At 5 a.m.
Yeah, and then I would be done with most of my classes, and then I have all this time, right? And then you kind of feel like I'm not doing anything productive. Usually, like for me, if it's a break, like winter break, summer break, I don't feel as uptight about certain things. But during school semesters and those sort of times, I feel like I'm really wasting time when I'm not doing anything. And so it's just like a matter of figuring things out, you know, especially when you can't leave your room, you can't leave the house, can't see the people. Yeah, it's all online now. I think now it's pretty easy, actually.
For Zoom.
Yeah, but back then it was harder.
Yeah. Now, like, we're given the choice to go in class, and none of us do.
I do sometimes.
Okay.
I actually...
But like sometimes, not every class.
Yeah. Because it's about convenience now, right? Whether the weather's cold, which it always is, but I mean really cold, really windy. Sometimes it's just like you have too much work. It's easier to stay inside and get more work done than leave.
But back to the topic of life away from family.
My bad for breathing. Sorry.
So what do you feel about living in an off-campus apartment right now?
For one, I was worried about living with my girlfriend, actually, because I only heard basically negative things about it from other people. It's like a big commitment. If you don't, basically, actually, my parents told me this. If you can't break up with this girl, is what my dad said, because if you break up with her middle of the semester, you're gonna have an issue. So one of you is gonna have to move out, or you're gonna be okay with living with someone you used to date. You're not dating anymore, right? Which I completely agree. Thankfully, nothing. I mean, if anything, it kind of worked out completely. Given the fact, I think in the beginning it was harder for me because I have a lot of. I am a very needy person in terms of I need my time alone. I think when I'm out with people, I feel exhausted. I get tired.
Oh,
and
you okay? No?
I'm completely fine. Thank you. It's with the people I'm really comfortable with. You, I guess. My girlfriend, my friends in Cali. I don't feel as tired. But usually I feel tired. And so I value self time a lot because it's a way for me to recalibrate everything. And originally, you know, when you live so close, you just want to hang out all the time. And I had to tell her, like, listen, no, I'm not doing this, you know, because when I have my door closed, she has to knock, right? And then she can't be disappointed when I'm saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I can't really do anything right now, or sorry, I'm actually doing something. I'll talk to you after, right? And then she completely respects that, and because of that, I think everything kind of worked out in
I can kind of relate in a weird way, although my situation is totally different. But I'm living
I
off.
could make fun of you, but I won't.
You've done it too much.
You're right. You're right. I've been criticized by my mom by making fun of you too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What?
Mom.
You left the camera. The camera's not on.
Well, it's a habit. But I'm living in an apartment with 2 girls that I don't know. And my perception of roommates is that you guys should hang out together as much as possible. So, like, you should have lunch and dinner together. And, you should watch shows together. You guys should go out shopping together all the time. Mm-hmm. But then that totally changed this year because we're not friends
at all
before or after.
I saw their interactions. It's almost like strangers.
Yeah, it almost feels like we're just living in like a suite in a dorm. Yeah. And that actually worked out fine because it felt really free. Like, we don't have the pressure to hang out. I mean, like, I kind of felt weird at the beginning that we were like strangers almost, like really polite with each other and, not having a lot of interactions at the beginning. But now I've grown used to it.
Yeah, I think it depends on the other people, but I've seen people who have their roommates they're super close with their roommates, right? They do hang out all the time. Mm-hmm. In your case, it doesn't happen, right? So you just have to be flexible with it. But I think not being friends with them is actually a better thing. And the reason why is because you have no set obligations or you don't have to get so attached to that person. Mm-hmm. So for example, if one of your roommates does an extremely annoying thing, it's much easier to work it out because you don't know them. Mm-hmm. You're like, hey, listen, you're being too loud, because it's almost like a business interaction. Mm-hmm. Rather than if you're friends with them, you keep it in and you don't say anything, and then it starts to boil, and eventually you just explode like a banana. Okay, I've never seen a banana explode, but you explode like something.
Have you ever microwaved a banana? That's what happens.
I can't say I have.
I haven't either. But
okay.
Yeah. So I was friends with my high school roommate, and it was hard to, demand anything or set rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree with that. Yeah. But I also didn't feel that I'm living by myself now, all independent, in an apartment in a city, because I was just sort of thrown into that situation during the summer. So that I already adjusted to that. So now it actually feels more like a dorm life because everyone's back. And
do you like one more than the other?
Like what?
Do you prefer living by yourself or living with roommates that you're really close with?
I think I still prefer living with roommates that I'm pretty close with. Or I like my situation right now too. It just, whenever I come back really late, there's always some human being in the room. That the room is not totally dead, but I don't need to see them.
So you can't take off all your clothes and start screaming.
So that's what you do. I pity your roommate.
I do not do that. That's not at all. I've heard others may do that, but not me. Not me.
Okay.
I'm special.
In what way? But
always.
I don't like the feeling when you come back home at night and the whole house just feels dead. I like to have some kind of movement in it, but I don't need to see that movement. Maybe a...
Sorry, so would you like a pet mouse that scurries across the ceiling?
That's actually That's actually what came into my head after I said that.
I'm confused. Do you want
I actually caught a mouse here.
You want some cockroaches? I can get you some. The local store.
Oh, the local store. The grocery store.
The local grocery store for birds.
Yeah. But...
Yes, you want them? Oh, that's shocking.
If you can get them, sure.
All right, deal.
Shake
on it. All right, we just shook on it. Obviously the camera's not on, but you're gonna have to trust me and Tiff. That's disgusting. I don't know why you shake on that.
But I think we've finished.
Yeah, I think we've had a good conversation about it. Mm-hmm. So we were supposed to go for 30 minutes. It's been around 45.
I don't know why we just have this habit of rambling on too much.
It's you, frankly. It's not me. It's you. You ever hear those problems?
No.
It's not you. It's me. But now I'm switching it. It's not me. It's you.
Oh, because I usually just say it's not me, it's you. I didn't know it's supposed to be the other way around.
Oh boy. Anyways, guys, thank you guys all for listening. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and even YouTube, as we say it every single week at Chwang Vibes. Check out our Instagram at Chwang Vibes and our personals at Henry Chung 314. And okay, I'm gonna have to do something a little different.
Oh yeah.
It's come to my attention that Tiffany's Instagram is not Tiff_Beck, but apparently it's Tiff__Beck. Now that being said, I know none of you actually want to see her Instagram. But if you did look for her and it wasn't there, it's because there may have been 2 underscores instead of 1. I told her to change it, and someone actually took it already, which is miraculous. I'm kind of shocked. So yeah, at Henry Chung 314 and at Tiff__Beck, Beck as in Baekhyun. I think that was a great conversation today.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we're gonna have probably a special guest. WTBU special guest, or a co-host on our radio show is going to be joining us here for our podcast. So look forward to that.
Yeah, and also check out this podcast on WTBU.org too if you want to go on that website.
WTBUradio.org, 89.3 FM, 6:40 AM, or the I'm just used to the script.
Or the WTBU radio app.
Yeah, you can call us at
Plugging your phone number.
I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.